Theater, IGN Theater of the Jacob Javits Center, Saturday night, and this entire establishment is filled to the brim with nerds. You know what I call that? Not too shabby. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. Enjoy the party and the festivities. My name is Uncle Yo. I'm a geek-specific stand-up comedian. I will be your host for this evening. We promise to do everything to make your wait worthwhile. This is our cosplay masquerade. It's our costume competition. Lives, reputations, costumes. Everything comes out on the line for you guys. Full of song, dance, craftsmanship, jazz, and a whole lot of action. We're honored this year to host a very special guest over from Japan. Independent, one-man director, animator, one-man force, Makoto Shinkai, is with us this evening. He gets to present the New York premiere of The Children Who Chase Lost Voices from Deep Below, right here, tomorrow morning. We hope to see you there for live. We hope to see you there. But of course, we've got an even bigger premiere. Right now, to reward you guys for standing out in the hallways. This is your reward. Tonight is all about the fans. Tonight are all those secret unlocks for all the people with the dedication to start New Game Plus, Halo 3 spin-offs, and to do their own AMVs. This is for you guys. I want to start off by telling you about a fan of Makoto Shinkai. Her name is Sobi Yamamoto. And she was so inspired from watching the first film from Makoto Shinkai, Voices of a Distant Star. She pursued her own career in animation, and when no one would back her up, she decided Shinkai could do it by himself, so can I. And at 21 years old, I had first gotten my first credit card, and I finally beaten Final Fantasy IV. So that was my accomplishment. Subi Yamamoto had finished directing her first work, Kono Danshi Uchijin to Ta Kemasu. This boy can fight aliens, and that meant one of two things. One, she had a film under her belt, and two, I needed to think of a new title for my autobiography. I had the honor of speaking with one of her producers, Mr. Kazuki Tsunami in the back. I asked if he wanted to say some words, and he just said, please enjoy, sit back, enjoy. And folks, spread the word, Facebook this, tweet this, but we solemnly and humbly ask you, this is your private treat. We ask that you not film this and keep that memory to spread the word of this boy can fight aliens. Please join me in welcoming this original piece done by a fan. Please welcome This Boy Can Fight Aliens by Subi Yamamoto. Last year we had an actual mecha battling a Navi for the fate of the planet Pandora. We had steampunk Iron Man, we had Super Mario himself, we had the X-Men. And those were just fans. As I said before, my name is Carl, but up here, I go by Uncle Yo. I'm a geek-specific stand-up comedian. I have the honor of being your host for the 5th year in a row. And like many of us who grew up in the 90s, I was partially raised by the television, you could say. Colorful cartoons, exaggerated stories of action, suspense, and justice, the occasional anime dripping in. My Saturday mornings were an orchestration of multitasking and channel surfing. And my parents would come home, they'd ask what I'd done all day. The only thing I could do was tell them these incredible stories I'd seen. Beyond belief, try to convey how they had affected me. And I began hearing over and over in my childhood, like the whole world was one skipping record. Nobody understands what you're talking about. This mentality followed me through a lot of my life, alienating me and encouraging me to only delve deeper and embrace these stories more. No scouts, no team sports, it didn't work. I couldn't fit in. My friend Lowell invited me to the city for a weekend. It was in 2006, right, the first Comic-Con. I had a script for a pilot of a comic series I dared to type out and bring out. And 5 years later, we read it live yesterday upstairs in the anime stage. My first anime convention, my first comic book convention, I finally recognized people. I was trading quips with the anime parliament. I was talking to Cobra Commander. I was arm wrestling Captain America. I high-fived Moroku from Inuyasha. Just because I could. Just because I recognized them. I had my place. I wasn't alone. The 20,000+ people weren't alone. And that felt good. And after traveling for 5 years and meeting so many people dressed as the same characters across America, I can tell you, that still feels good. Because if you take off the lights, if you take off the podium, if you take off the tuxedo jacket, if you take off the silver tie, I'm just a fan. Months ago, just a fan handed me this. It's a clay rattle. It's a high school project. It was a gift modeled after a prop I used to use, just a cupcake on a cardboard plaque. And someone made that. Just a fan made that. And now just a fan, just over 70,000 fans, and all of you watching on Gaia Online, have gathered beneath one magnificent roof, because en masse, we're worth recognizing, we're worth celebrating. The famous people have their time today. This is ours! I celebrate cosplay events because I celebrate our culture. I celebrate its fans. I celebrate the ingenuity to carve wood, plastic, fabric, glue, and a whole lot of hope and thread into recreations of armor, things that don't exist, or ancient Victorian gowns, kimonos, or whatever the hell Lady Gaga just stapled to a sports bra. Art imitates life. Life imitates art. Comic-Con can mimic dreams, and just for tonight, at our cosplay Masquerade, dreams will be brought to life. Live, Laugh, and Flaunt 2011. Welcome to the New York Comic Con's Cosplay Masquerade! We start this off by kicking it old school. I don't know if anyone remembers a little system called the NES, the Nintendo. One of my favorite heroes was a time-traveling little elf boy who didn't need to say a word because he has a master sword. We start off in the Craftsman division. This is skit number 1 because after many adventures, finally cornering the evil wizard Ganon, Link finally faces Ganon. Please welcome skit number 1. Entertainment, Funimation, thank you for the continuous DVDs, Kodanshan, Aniplex, Earlooms, Ugly Doll, Viz Media, and Private Island Entertainment at privateislandparty.com. A big thank you to letting us play just for tonight. So my next group, coming all out. This team consists of members of New York's Harry Potter meetup group. Lovers of the book and the films, always open to new members. They often wonder how the Harry Potter series could be just a bit more, how did Bruce Campbell and Earthworm Jim put it, groovier? Hold on to your Horcruxes for Harry Powers, International Wizard of Mystery.
Doctor, you know who.
Professor number 2. Oh, behave.
Silence.
Oh, Professor, do my eyes make you horny? Do they?
Why can't we just shoot Harry Powers?
Bring me the mojo!
Mojo of the enemy forcibly taken.
Or you're going the right way for a smack wand, baby. Enough! Bring back the doctor! Regeneration commencing! 5, 4, 3, 2!
Hello, Joker. Oh, he's back. Get away from me, you bloody freak. Okay, I've been dead for 14 freaking years. Can I have a freaking wand?
Wand!
How can you live with yourself, you albino bastard?
Abracazam! You were under arrest, sugar, because of Foxy Nippadora, the dead sexy whore. She got stupefied.
Right.
What are you waiting for, you noseless numbnuts? Kill her!
Harry Powers, the spy who lived, now come to die. And a side puff.
Who throws a wand? Honestly.
Enough! There will be no foolish wand throwing or killing by silly incantations. It's over. I am the half-blood double agent. Felicio!
Smashing, baby! Now let's hop on the good foot and do some dark arts. Imperial! Yeah, baby, yeah! If I'm smart, I'll be fucking away. Never mind, so I'll be faster, haven't you? I fell in love with a beautiful little girl. I looked in your black eyes, and the world came tumbling down. I'm a professor, I'm busy guys, that's why I'm singing this song.
Steampunk. You guys get to learn the steampunk dance. Goggles and gears. And gears and goggles. Goggles and gears. Corset, cleavage. Goggles and gears and goggles. Neck, beard. Gears and goggles. I read Lovecraft. Goggles. That was tons of fun. Really good. You guys are gonna have tons of fun. Excellent. Hope you guys are ready for another brilliant English meme. It's time to get just a little bit funky with everyone's favorite time traveler, space traveler, whatever you want to be, baby. This is skit number 3. When Jack O'Neill from Stargate walks out of the TARDIS, you get skit number 3. Stargate meets Doctor Who.
Oi, Carter! Where are you?
Yes, sir.
Carter, will you tell me what that big and honking thing is?
With all due respect, sir, it's a Stargate. I explained this to you before we left the SGC.
Carter, turn around.
Holy Hannah.
Who are
you?
Can anyone explain this to me? That's supposed to be the Stargate we walked through.
I don't think so, sir. Stargate? That's the TARDIS, time and relative dimension in space. TARDIS.
For crying out loud.
Let me get the doctor. He can explain everything.
Now what? You the doctor?
Doctor who?
I'm the doctor, but I can't help you right now. I have problems of my own.
What is your problem, doctor?
Well, I just went through a biological metacrisis.
Cool.
No, not cool. Problem, big problem.
Oi, spaceman! Who is that?
That is my problem, see?
I am not a problem, spaceman. Get me out of you.
Sweet.
Holy Hannah, not again!
I'm trying to get us apart, but I can't.
I got nothing. Carter, you have an idea?
Yes, sir.
Wow, Carter, you did it again.
What did she do?
Carter pulled a bright idea out of her butt.
You have got to be kidding me. Will that help me? Theoretically speaking, I think so. Great! Doctor, can we give them a lift while Carter tries to help you out?
Yes, where can I take you?
Can you get us to 1969? Sure. This spaceman can do anything but get me free.
Donna?
That went well.
You think?
So yeah, not to leave you guys in the dark for naturally Now I wouldn't be worried about too much, guys. We're not really going to leave you out in the dark. But I do have some special treats for you guys. And you thought boys kissing and apple pies was all I had up my sleeve, but it's something not at all. Nowadays, I wish I always wondered. Awkward Turtle Productions, Extreme Costumes, and Godly Team Cosplay proudly present Transformers Float Like a Butterfly, Dance Like a Bumblebee. This is for you!
My bike! What have you done?
Your bike? What about my car? You're lucky you didn't leave a scratch on Bumblebee.
I don't care about your car. What are you going to do about my bike?
Do you see these wings? I've got places to go and the Comic-Con to win.
What are you going to do about my bike?
Listen, pal, I survived a tornado, a hurricane, flooding, and an earthquake. So don't think that I'm going to let some stupid bike stop me and Bumblebee.
For the last time, I don't care about your damn car! Guys, you can't fight on stage. Why not? It's against the Masquerade rules to have a fight on stage with a giant robot. Now what are we supposed to do?
Broken glass. Every day I'm shuffling.
Totally the Matrix spark at work here. Omicron. Well, let's get some sunlight in here.
Don't never forget, folks, New York Comic Con Masquerade, we don't leave a dry eye or a dry seat in the house. Some of you might want to change your pants. What do you think I did when the lights were down? I hated beast machines. Decepticons forever. Getting home in time for Bubble Baby's crew. You always gotta wonder if he's covered by AAA. Autobot Assurance Agency. Now this problem, how do we get him up without a giant magnet and a crane? Oh right, the tires. God bless. Following up right after that is skit number 5 in the Craftsman division. Don't get back. Times are hard for old school anime characters because nobody remembers them. Nobody wants to take their pictures or date them. Well, the goddess of love has a plan. A plan to make them popular. Lucky Grim Cosplay, and Godly Team Cosplay proudly present Popular.
These conventions have lost all their fun for me.
Oh, this sounds fun.
All anyone cares about these days are the popular series and characters. No one wants to ask out the classics, even if we have been updated now and then. And you know the worst part? I'm the goddess of love, and I can't get a date! Whenever I see someone with more attention than I, and these days, who doesn't have more attention than I, a tender heart tends to start to bleed.
Are we really gonna do this? I'm doing this. We are actually doing this.
Don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead. And yes, indeed, we will be popular. We're going to be popular. We'll use the proper voice when talking to boys. All the ways to flirt and flaunt. We'll know which shoes to wear, how to fix our hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. I'll learn to be popular. We'll hang with the right cohorts. We'll be good at sports. With a slick we've got to know. So let's start, cause you've got an awfully long way to go.
Wait, are you really a dude? I know Liquid Boys are in right now, but there's a limit. There are some surprises no one likes. And let's be honest, you're just here for the fan service.
I'll be popular. I'm popular. I'm popular. Watch out. I'm popular.
This will not end. But at least it will be amusing to watch.
A lot of people have always asked, why did I switch over from DC to Marvel? Because I have no way of sympathizing with Aquaman. I am neither royalty nor Stingray. You always hear about dry humor, but you never hear about wet humor. Mainly because Potty and Aquaman jokes are, well, flushed. That's all the puns, right? Burns. It was a wet joke. That's the dry humor of it. That's why I read Spider-Man now. Why do I like Spider-Man? Mainly because Spider-Man battles everything that a basic New Yorker does. He's a student who has a part-time job and all decide, oh yeah, a hobby that will never make him any money. So he battles supervillains, student loan payments, and the rent. How much more New York do you need? Starving artists. We're broke by 32. You can also donate at www.uncleyo.com. Now introducing team number 7. Yeah, go. It'll be fun. This is, like I said, this is for the fans. And what is more fan-driven than Vocaloid? The singing software that comes from nowhere. How much fun is it that the anime community created their own god? Please welcome an act of amazing awesomeness from 6 classic Vocaloid characters. This is team number 7 in the Vocaloid dance.
Oh, they'll be mostly fine. Look, one trick. Gotta tell you guys, I've got almost no Naruto, no Italia, and no Death Note skits this year. That means they read my letters. Skit number 8. It takes certain cojones to take on the stage with a group of friends, and something even stronger to take on the stage by yourself. With this quote from Mohandas Gandhi, I shall unleash the full power of the Phoenix Force. Gandhi and the X-Men referenced in one sentence. It's one of my jokes! You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. My father said the same thing on his wedding day. Please welcome Skip
Face the fury of the Phoenix Force!
woman is hot. Oh, that's a pen. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X are two of the most popular games in Squaresoft's long-running RPG series. Fans of either have always been hard-pressed to agree on which is better. However, tonight, universes will collide in a crossover that will explode Dissidia's head. As the characters themselves meet on stage to decide which one is truly the Final Fantasy.
Frankly, I don't see how this is going special. And it's clearly fake.
You don't have half the strategy.
Well, you don't even have real voice actors.
What's the big hero? What, King Spader's girlfriend, Phoenix down?
At least it is Stella.
Why did you bring your dog?
Alright guys, there's only one way to settle this. Dance battle.
Wasn't that fun? Let's try something else.
Who let the dogs out?
You need to stop it. Everybody knows. I'ma need to see you to your hands at the concert. I'ma need to see you to your hands at the concert. Drop it, look at how I get it. Everybody knows I'm gonna be a monster. Blitzball!
Cause it's season to season. Don't let your boy you. Everybody knows how to be coming out. They got your butchers and murdering everything. Oh, shut up.
Let's give New York Comic Con what they came to see.
Let's give it one more time to the cast of Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy III, just saying. Wasn't it just wonderful when DC decided to just start all those brand new 52s? They cut down the axe and said, we are going to give you brand new 52, straight up brand new comics, new stories with the same characters from since the 1940s. New! But it's really good. Anyone pick up Animal Man? Highly recommend. This fall marks not only the DC's 52 #1s, but also the 42 years of the on-off relationship of DC's most visible and volatile couple, Green Arrow and Black Canary. Glad to see you guys watch Justice League Unlimited too. And during these years, our heroes were rich and poor, in sickness and in health, and were both, well, for better or worse. Well, better for the many artists who gave us their memorable images. This is Green Arrow and Black Canary's Bad Romance, team number 10.
So DC created fishnets and one hell of a woman to fill them. It began as most relationships do, not with mutual admiration or respect, but with what could politely be called raging carnal desire. Those euphoric early days quickly gave way to trying times for these hard-traveling heroes, where not only they were tested by their foes, but by their own actions, causing heartbreak and despair. Times change and people change along with them, but sometimes through it all the heart remains constant and nothing remains but bliss. Well, you royally screwed that one up.
I was saving your life.
I didn't need saving. I could handle it. I had a plan.
How the hell was I supposed to know that? You didn't share your brilliant plan with me.
I thought your canary plan was only a last resort.
Well, you were going to die if I didn't do something.
I wasn't.
You were.
Can you adopt me? Please, I will be so much a better son to you than Connor. Our relationship will not be speedy whatsoever. It will take time. It will develop. You might be seeing red arrows as you walk away. I've got an arsenal of love. Deliver unto me. I could keep going with the side case, but let's kick that to the side. For skip number 11.
Fleet Admiral's log. Stardate 8210.3. The war is not going well. Countless ships have now fallen victim to the enemy's influence. I can't even imagine what our total losses are, but I know the powers of corruption our enemy possesses are beyond anything the Federation could have imagined. As a final effort to try and come to terms with this threat, the USS Oathkeeper has been dispatched to the enemy's homeworld for one last desperate try of diplomacy. Plus 2 Cosplay presents Planet Otaku, skit number 11.
This is the enemy stronghold? There's nothing here.
What do you expect from a society where the people live in their parents' basements and only come out to shop for plushies, keychains, and ramen soda?
But I don't understand why there's such a threat. I see nothing that could pose any danger to anyone. What's their tactical advantage? We have phasers.
AT fields.
Oh, but what about our special forces?
Ninjas. Tons of frickin' ninjas.
Captain of an Excelsior-class starship, for crying out loud.
Hello? Gundams?
Oh, maybe we can get Klingons involved.
Pokemon. Klingons holding almost as much as triples.
So, I guess a last attempt at diplomacy is our only option.
And that's the trick. Anyone exposed to them has been mercilessly corrupted and assimilated. Their numbers have grown exponentially since their first contact with Earth.
Well, looks like we're about to have our chance.
Yeah. Jets, Captain. Your last name isn't Cook.
Sorry, I'm Captain Jacobs of the USS Oathkeeper, and this is Fleet Admiral Wendara of Starfleet Command. We've come to open negotiations between our two societies. And you are?
My name's Sakura, Princess of Cloud Country, and
I am Haruhi, leader of the SOS Brigade. I wouldn't go so far as to call myself royalty, but, well, maybe I would.
Miss Haruhi, on behalf of Starfleet Command, we have come to negotiate a ceasefire, so to speak, between...
Wait a second, are you aliens?
I suppose to you we would be classified as aliens.
I wasn't talking to you, Pipsqueak. I was talking to the Admiral.
We can talk if you'd like, Captain.
I'd like that very much.
Do you know flowers?
Well, yes. But I think we should probably talk about...
What about apples? Apples are my favorite kind of fruit.
I would certainly never pass up a good apple. But Princess...
Now, no formality. We're all friends here.
I'm glad to hear that. I would like to think that we can all become friends.
I have lots of friends. There's Phi and Kurogather and Shara.
Wow, 47 planets, you say?
Yes.
And each planet has millions of aliens?
Yes, we call ourselves the United Federation of Planets.
Interesting.
Your society has kidnapped countless people and forced them into your way of thinking. We would much prefer to coexist peacefully.
Seems pretty peaceful around here, don't you think?
Well, yes, but...
All we do is bring out the deepest desires of everyone who comes here. People can do whatever they want.
And the Federation was founded on that very principle. But we let our citizens grow and evolve at their own pace. What you're doing is nothing short of coercion.
Are you trying to tell me what to do?
I'm trying to come to some sort of agreement.
Really? Because it sounds to me like you're trying to tell me what to do.
That was never my intent.
Hey, listen. I'm just interested in aliens. The fact that people come here to finally be themselves is not my fault. I'll show you. Come here, Sakura.
And this is Volcana.
Dear God, it's a walking marshmallow!
Our citizens. You don't have to stick around.
Would you care for a cup of tea, my dear?
I love tea. And Volcana does too.
Honey Senpai would absolutely adore you.
We've already told people I'm returning to the ship. We've lost this one.
Hey, Admiral. Don't forget to send more aliens. And thanks for the jacket.
I love that she loves aliens, time travelers, and mind readers. And you could be so much more efficient if you just went with someone who's all three. Sorry, I was still thinking about the Black Nerd thing. And speaking of single ladies who need to be hooked up, Ramona Flowers is so cool, wouldn't you agree? She ponies all the noobs, wouldn't you agree? All of them! She knows exactly how the story of Scott Pilgrim versus the world needs to be told, from her own point of view, obviously. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, she's going to tell you precisely why she's made of wind, and why, above all things, Ramona Flowers just can't be tamed. This is skit 13. Can't be tamed.
I see people walking. Why walk when you can roll? So I start rollerblading. Can't be tamed. Get a job as a barista? All the hipsters do that. Got no work at Amazon. Can't be tamed. Go to hipster parties. Everybody's dancing. Stand against the wall. Can't be tamed. Scott, why won't you stop fooling? I think this guy is stalking me. Can't be tamed. Going on a date, he's totally obsessed. Wow, this is new. Can't be tamed. Take him back to my place. Things are getting steamy. Drinks instead. Can't be tamed. Baggage, 7 to be exact. 7 evil exes can't be tamed. But Scott is kind of winning until he gets to Roxy. I have a giant hammer. Can't be tamed. Swing my hammer like a boss. Victory so close. Oh crap, it's Gideon. Can't be tamed. Won. Everything's great. Now my hair is green. And that story, ladies and gents, is why Ramona Flowers can't be tamed.
Let's hear it one more time for Miss Ramona Flowers. Had a lot of fun tonight. You can download the Kindle app for free and pick up my new anime convention survival guide on Amazon. Just saying, don't have to. Now it's time for another interesting crossover. This thing echoes like no tomorrow. I own something in stereo. It's like I'm yelling in the back of my own ear. Damn, that guy looks like me. That guy not so much as got a giant pole through his head. Okay, there he is. Yes, it's time for yet another Vocaloid skit, but we're going to shoot twists. Come and listen to your favorite Vocaloid and Harry Potter tunes with Miku Hatsune and Zetsune. The founders of Crack Cosplay Productions are proud to present skit number 14, Vocaloid Visits Hogwarts.
More and so
So about 25 years ago, Hawkeye and fellow Avenger Mockingbird formed the West Coast Avengers to protect the good people of Malibu from, well, something. Most likely San Diego. Joined by the Vision, Hank Pym, and Wonder Man, the West Coast alums meet at the John Wayne Orange County Airport Courtyard Marriott men's room in the basement on an off hour to reminisce on a team of probably best left forgotten. This is skit number 15, West Coast Avengers 25-year reunion.
Gee whiz, I can't believe it's been 25 years since we were all together. I wonder what everyone's been up to since the last time we got to hang out.
Bertie, would you please just listen?
Don't you Bertie me.
Hey guys!
Did we have to invite him?
Hi Simon, how have you been doing?
Bobby, Viz, how's it going, Robot?
Robot? That term has no entry in the Avengers database.
Come on. You get it, don't you, Pim?
Afraid I missed the joke, Wonder Man.
What else is new? Are we seriously here right now?
God, Clint, shut up!
Hello, Hawkeye. Mockingbird. The effect of your marriage counseling appears minimal.
You're one to talk, Johnny Five come alive. We've got the most functional relationship here.
Which isn't saying much.
Truth be told, our team dynamic has always reflected dysfunction. However, Simon did raise morale with his enthusiasm. And I did mediate conflict with my cold, unfeeling logic, and Dr. Pym did.
Absolutely nothing.
Hey! I've done a lot for this team!
Yeah? Like what?
Well, I made the Vision.
And Ultron.
And then you got kidnapped and replaced by a Skrull.
So did you!
Your Skrull got it on with Tigra.
Actually, who hasn't?
Well, now I'm running a school, helping the youth, shaping the future.
Yeah, and I'm an Avenger. I mean a real Avenger. Actually out saving the world.
And I'm a super soldier.
And I'm an actor.
Hey, sorry to do this, but we need this room, like now. The X-Men want it.
What? Come on! They have an entire freaking island! We can't have one room at a Courtyard Marriott?
No, you can't. They're the X-Men. Who do you guys think you are?
We accept the fact that you have autonomy over this room, but we think you're irrational for asking us to tell you who we think we are. You see us as you want to see us. In the simplest terms, in the most convenient definitions. But what we found out through years spent fighting second-rate villains who couldn't make it in New York is that each one of us is a dragon.
And an athlete.
And a basket case.
Princess.
And the Simply Sword. Does that answer your question?
You've got like 30 seconds.
Well, since we're all here, can we say just one last time?
That seems logical. Hawkeye, you were the leader.
Ugh, don't remind me.
Well, if he won't start, who will?
I will. West Coast Avengers, assemble!
Let's hear it for the West Coast Avengers. God bless you guys. You know what was great? The giant robots. You know what would be better? More giant robots. A great person once told me in a back alley behind a men's room in a bar in Cincinnati, love is a battlefield. When we say love, that's it. Just who the hell do you think we...
Now back to me. Now look at your man. Now back to me. If he doesn't look like me or his tattoo, or his biceps aren't that, he ain't me. Make sure you get the right lady. Trust me. Won't be able to comment on it. It ain't. Bye.
That happened. MVMC Studios and Nihon Cosplay proudly presents Love and Giant Robots.
There's something that I want to say to you.
What is it?
I just want to say that even though I know you like Kamina, I just wanted to say that I'm still in love. I'm still in love. I'm still in love.
Oh, sorry, Simone. I have to go now. I have to destroy all the people that look me up in hentai. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at you people.
Wait, Yoko. I'm in lesbians with you. Guys, suck.
Hey!
What the hell are you doing?
We're about to lose our minds. What's wrong, bro?
Nothing. It's just.
What's your name?
What? Bro,
Simon, you gotta show the ladies what you're made out of. Come on, show me your moves. No, stop. Just who the hell do you think you are? Listen, this is how it's done.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Thunder Thighs, you get tickets?
For what?
The gun show, woman!
Kamina, you're such a man whore.
Hey.
I am not a whore.
Yeah, bro, you're not helping now. Stop creeping on my woman.
What?
I mean, oh look, it's a Leroy playing with creepy toys.
Honey, you can handle my creepy toy.
Your woman, yours mine.
Wait, no, she's mine.
Hey. No, she...
Guys!
You can't do that.
Guys!
Fine, you triggered it.
I have someone else.
What?
Yeah. He has bright yellow hair, an orange jumpsuit. Says the cutest things. Believe it. Yeah, it's been dreaming. We'll catch you guys later. We have a date.
You damn woman, how can you resist the manliest of all men, Kamina?
You have extra time in the spin.
Yes, finale?
Sure. Just who the hell do you think we are?
Shimon, yours is the drill that will pierce the hymen, I mean heavens. There's accordion slip and then there's accordion drop off that cliff and crash like Wile E. Coyote. I know if any of you are fans of the classic Sentai and getting high school girls to run around in cute skimpy skirts and beat the crap out of aliens and monsters from the Negaverse, but I am. Oh, I like that reaction. Because stealing energy from humans and dominating the earth is their goal. But the Dark Kingdom's only threat is the warrior of love and justice. Please give it up for skip number 18, Sailor Moon. one more time for Sailor Moon. And all of the classics. Full Moon tonight. And they're all. Totally cool for that heart. So for our fans, that's for sure. A big thank you to you guys and our sponsors, because at this point, I gotta step down. Because I don't even have the cojones to introduce your halftime show. I don't have the reputation. This is the skit you guys were so patiently waiting for. Some of you may remember last year when Dr. Doom fell at the hands of Scott Pilgrim in one of the largest accidents we did last year. The man who brought it all, Mr. Mario Bueno, is back. He's called for more heroes, for more fans, for more friends. I don't remember if you guys ever heard of a game called Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We've had a solid 2 years to work this out. You've had Marvel vs. Capcom, but I bet you've never seen Marvel suing Capcom. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the trial of the century!
In the fall of 2010, Dr. Victor Von Doom attempted to take over the world, starting with the New York Comic-Con Sci-Fi Festival. His plans, however, were thwarted by the timely arrival of Canadian pugilist and sometimes rock star Scott Pilgrim. Due to the Latverian financial crisis that ensued in the wake of Doom's defeat, Doom did the most logical thing he could do to serve as his slave nation. Namely, sue Shadow's dictator, M. Bison, for copyright infringement. The case rests on the shoulders of the two most famous warriors across the multiverse, both being dragged into a case that none of them should be involved in. The stage of them all. The courtroom. One more crossover. One more battle. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Heaven or hell, let's rock!
We now return you to Beamspan TV's coverage of the trial of the century. Beamspan TV, breaking combos and moves since 1987.
All rise for the Honorable Judge. The Honorable Judge Wade Wilson.
Judge Deadpool at your service.
You do know this is a legit trial, right?
Wait, you mean this isn't the X Factor USA? You judge lied to me! This chair's comfy. I can get this engraved gavel for nothing.
Yo, D! I mean, Your Honor, that's a gun with a hammer taped to it.
Tomato, gavel, gun. Bring in the guys suing each other.
All rise for the defendant and his legal team.
I hardly consider holding my legal team hostage as a payment.
All right. I should probably tell someone to feed those hostages too. Who the advocate statements.
All rise for the plaintiff and his legal team.
Besides the obvious factors, mistrial number 8 due to exploding decoys, and the fact that you got pumped up by Squirrel Girl once upon a time. This suit is on mine, and I'm allergic to explosions. Oh. Not you!
Yes, you bullseye-killing whack job! Me! Now keep it down! I'm trying to be
this level of Angry Birds. If it helps, with any luck, he'll shoot himself with his own cabinet.
Wait a minute. Glancing about the so-called courtroom, I cannot help but notice that the current iteration of this baseless trial is inherently rigged in Doom's favor.
You know, I didn't want to say it, but I'm also kind of noticing the Marvel-heavy courtroom here. I also hate to say it, but much like any major Marvel event, it's kind of taken forever to get anything done.
That bird was downright fierce. Get it? Bird downright. Losing a report quarter 2 sales, the only crossover you get to be would be the one with a top hat wearing fop who hangs out with little boys.
This trial is going to go. This one is in the bag. You better not ruin this for Doom!
Noted. If I may begin with my opening statements. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, my client is the victim of injustice.
Horse crap! This charade that you call justice is an inherent injustice. There isn't even a jury. Just a collection of action figures the court clearly stole from the dealer's room. They're stealing their boxes, for God's sake.
Pro tip. My job gets harder when you open your mouth like that. Fact. We lose the case when that happens.
Fact. I can ruin you like Hollywood ruined Mario Brothers.
If you have any mercy, Mr. Brown, please continue.
Injustice, not only in the mass slaughtering of innocent blood variants at the hands of Shadowloo operatives.
Doom weeps when one mentions the most tragic day in Latvia's history. Oh, please, you call that a tragedy? For me, it was a Tuesday.
Still the only one who can truly see what a jerk that guy is? Seriously.
Overruled! Only Deadpool can speak out of turn and in the third person. Continue.
Injustice in one of the most hallowed institutions on God's green earth. Copyright protection. Not only has Mr. Bison...
General Bison, thank you. You didn't finally oppress all those people for nothing.
Permission to have that last statement stricken from the record?
Sorry, already tweeted it. No taxes.
What General Bison has done is infringe on everything that makes Mr. Doom...
Doom is a doctor, damn it! Doom has a PhD in rage and vengeance.
Dr. Doom unique. Namely, running a third world country with totalitarian impunity, numerous attempts to destroy the United Nations, and being foiled each time by an American jerk with a derp hairstyle.
Objection! First off, Dr. Doom wears green. General Bison clearly wears red.
Objection! Mr. Wright, need I remind you, I'm not just colorblind, I'm all kinds of blind.
Sustained! Anyone who wears a yellow and brown costume that ridiculous is definitely blind. Just saying. Continue, Mr. Wright.
Thanks, Opponents. Secondly, while the two do oppress a third world nation, Dr. Doom's nemesis clearly wears blue, whereas General Bison's clearly wears green.
Objection! Again, blind. And as I was told, that Van Damme lookalike clearly wore blue in the movie.
Objection!
What do you say?
That movie was awful, and y'all are banned from referring to it again! Listen, one more outbreak like that, and I'll find you in contempt. Only I may break the fourth wall. Hi, Peter! Regret allowing this skit to happen yet?
Getting back on point, however, General Bison is not a mere copycat. He is what makes America great.
That's the Japanese guy.
Not according to the organization. Anyway, he's what makes America great. He's a better version of the original. Much like Coke tweaked Pepsi, GoBots tweaked Transformers, and Avatar tweaked Ferngully, Pocahontas, and Dancing with Stars, General Bison has tweaked superpowered dictatorship just as well as Donald Trump.
Objection! Much like General Bison, your defense is a cheap knockoff. I saw that episode of It's Only Sunday in Philadelphia. And read the subtitles in Britain, courtesy of Hulu Mobile.
Wait, why would you need to read the subtitles if you can hear the dialogue?
I wanted the full experience. There's a reason I dropped Netflix altogether and started paying for Hulu.
Sustained! Premium Hulu deserves a full experience. Also, please refrain from any more FX references. Seriously, half the audience can't afford to pay attention for more than 5 minutes, much less pay for basic cable.
Once, since I'm too poor to pay for basic cable and secretly too cheap to stay with Netflix to keep up on all those great FX shows I used to watch on there, I can't keep up with these pop culture references. And Bison never flew out my legal team because he's holding them hostage, so I can't even get help from my hot dead boss. This is the part of the trial I hate. You know, where the grand turnabout usually happens. But no matter what I do, I'm screwed. If I find a way through Murdoch's logic, Doom will probably kill me. If Murdoch keeps shattering my arguments, twisting the lead with the second season storylines, then Bison will kill me. And if neither of us wins, I'm fairly certain the judge will kill me. Probably because he'll find it funny. Yep. What the? How are you in my head?
Superpower.
That's straight because I have a freaking judge in my head. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. There's so much pressure on me. What? Danger zone. I thought you said you weren't going to make any more FX show references. Y'all lose. Nothing can make this end in anyone's favor now. Nothing.
Bison's attorney is crumbling faster than Mega Man Legends 3. Doom is king.
Not so, as Bison is the true king of the Iron Fist.
Yo, fighting game stronger.
Here we go, new challenger.
Last time I checked, my name literally is Iron Fist. So that makes me the legit king of this castle. Rattle about being the king of Iron Fist while you want to lose us.
Here comes a newer challenger.
All that I am now is forming the open secrets and a crappy live-action movie. And yes, I'm aware neither of us has any right to talk about that. Sci-Fi unnecessary additional crossovers.
Excellent. Doom's surprise character witness has arrived. Now, once again, with the odds overwhelmingly stacked in his favor, Doom calls for another mistrial in favor of...
Dude, before you even think to suggest that, need I remind you, this is a court of law. We're trying to settle this with words and statutes, not hyper combos and fatalities.
Overruled! It's fighty time! Fighty time! Blood, blood, blood!
Well, we should try. Team up.
Team up.
Oh. Apparently I can't jump in until the Ultimate Arcade Edition.
Fuck you, and fuck the second quarter innings you came here on.
And now that we've guaranteed we'll never be featured on CatComUnity.com, boys and girls, mutants of all ages, get your Pringles and grab your sticks.
It's Marvel, baby!
Versus Iron Fist. Deadpool. Phoenix Wright. Final battle.
Iron Gauntlet of Doom reigns supreme over Spanish-clad buffoons. And this time, there's absolutely no way that any man, woman, or Canadian will turn about this case. Get it? Turn about? Well, too bad! Doom and his new allies will crush through beneath their boots, and then...
Necessarily. Pop quiz, true believers. What happens when Phoenix is defeated with a full hyper combo bar?
This is a spiky-haired enforcer of justice, not a banging, death-prone redhead in tights.
Hi, we're still in beta, fool. We don't shit till next month. I can do whatever I want. But that blind dude is about to get all damages outside your shiny little head.
Say hello to the most dangerous piece of paper in New York City. A parking violation.
Headquarters of the Future Foundation. But Doom is a member of that accursed outfit. Doom has a path. Just a moment, please. Yes, hello, Franklin. Put your father on. No, Doom doesn't care which Pokemon you caught today. That is impressive. Doom means put your father on the phone now. No, Doom will not. You dares put Doom on hold? Richards! Get this. Doom will pay the fine. Now, where can Doom find an ATM?
Hey man, you okay?
A little burnt out from that hyper combo. No pun intended. Where's Doom?
Defeated in the most judicial way possible.
What? A $5 fee for not using an ATM associated with Doom's banks?
I can't help but notice that this violation is written on the back of a Dwayne Reed receipt. And the spelling is horrible. It looks like it was written by blind.
Alright, so I may have forged a little evidence to save the day.
A lawyer doing something underhanded and sneaky. Color me shocked.
Now, if there's anything that I've learned from this experience, it's that sometimes we all have to do things that are a little bit out of character for the greater good. Whether it's pummeling the tar out of supervillains,
or writing fake parking tickets to troll dictators,
or being in Ryan Reynolds' cereal. What? Did you see Green Lantern?
As long as justice is served in the end, that's all that matters.
Because justice is blind.
Here comes a new challenger.
I do so hate to remember your morality parade, but you geniuses forgot to take into account the absolute power of rights acquisition. Gentlemen, CBS and David Caruso are suing all of you for unauthorized use of a trademarked gimmick.
Game over.
can't possibly do for